Children in Crisis is Destin Charity Wine Auction Foundation's longest standing charity partner. Joining our organization in 2006, DCWAF has contributed over $3 million to the children's neighborhood. The services that they're providing these kids, keeping the siblings together, is critical, and we are so proud to partner with them every year.
DCWAF was made a priority to me when I came into this role, and how you fundraise for children and families, that really caught my attention. We're used to, in community-based care agencies, of creating foundations ourselves, and to have an outside foundation do that kind of work for other nonprofits in the Emerald Coast is just something I've never seen before in the state of Florida.
My wife had gone to a meeting without me, and they were talking about a new charity. It was a figment of everyone's imagination at the time. It was called Children in Crisis, and they were planning on building a village of homes for children. And so Peggy raised her hand and said, "I'll do a home," and came home and shared that information with me, and we thought about it, and I agreed that I would do that. And actually, the Destin Charity Wine Foundation helped me make the last payment for that. And if you go to Yaya's house, you'll see James F. and Peggy Adams, Frank Flott, and the Destin Charity Wine Auction Foundation.
It was created with the purpose of housing children that were abused, abandoned, and neglected, and the shelter was our first building. Since then, we've added several more buildings to the neighborhood, and DCWAF fully funded one of the buildings, the Opportunity Home, and 50% funded 3 of the foster homes.
Destin Charity Wine Auction Foundation is a great connector within our community. We provide an opportunity for our charities to collaborate with one another, but we also provide an opportunity for our donors to connect with our charities on an individual level, which is something they may not have an opportunity to do otherwise. I'll never forget my very first auction. We had a custom piece of furniture donated from a company called the Armored Frog, and it was purchased by one of our close friends and supporters, and he called me the week after the auction and he said, "You know, I'm looking around my house and I have all the furniture I could ever want and need, but I would love the contact information for the people over at Children in Crisis." And it turns out they did have a need. Their emergency shelter at that time did not have a table large enough for all of the children that were in the shelter and their caregivers to sit and have a meal together. And that's one of those little things that if you are privileged enough to have a healthy, happy family, you don't really think about. These kids are in a new environment, and that little piece of routine and fellowship that they can have each day is so, so important to them. So the connection was made, the table was delivered, and to make it even better, this couple was adamant that they didn't want to be there for the delivery, they didn't want their names mentioned, they just wanted to help.
Collaboration with DCWAF is so important to organizations like ours, and we're grateful to have been able to grow with you and continue to hopefully grow, and look forward to many more years of collaboration and relationship with DCWAF.